In the summertime, when the weather is high, you can stretch right up and touch the sky. When the weather's fine, you got beaver on your mind. Have a drink, don't have a drive, go out and see what you can find. The numbers are in. 1.5% of you have voted and you've chosen Timberborn. Yes, we're back with Timberborn, back with my beaver, where I'm happy. It's update 6 we're going to be playing now. I haven't actually done this. It's called Wonders of Water, which adds 3-dimensional water physics, overhangs and automated sluices, wonders and unlockable flexible start, new map and map reworks, some additional languages, and most importantly, tail customization. I do like a customized beaver, new animations, and more. Let's start a new game. Fuck the Iron Teeth. Let's go for folk tales. And I think the new level is Cliffside. I don't think I've played this at all, so we're going to be going there. And let's make it hard. It's got to be hard. First challenge. What are we going to call the place? Let's call it Big Beaver. Now we got that out of the way, let's pause the game and look at what we're working with here. We have bad water here. Here's our fresh water source. A couple of metal sources. This is going to be our opening lumber. And then we've got our long-term metal source there and a bit more over here. So one thing this game has, which is quite new, is overhangs. They're like big bridges. Not sure how they work exactly. I believe you need a fair bit of it kind of on land, otherwise you can't build it. I'm not sure. Or you need it supported from below with platforms. We'll get there though. The first thing is let's survive, and to do that we're going to need a fair few buildings. So food, always one of the important ones. Let's have that as close to our home base as possible, so probably there is going to be best. We're also going to need wood. Let's get a road going round first, and we'll try and keep it as close to the side as possible, and then going in there, and then this is going to come off here and go over to here. Good. We're going to need to cut down this wood. So wood chopper or a lumberjack flag, and we're going to need to set where we cut down. Now there's two ways of doing it at the start. You can do a checkerboard system, or you can just go fucking Geronimo and cut down everything and hope you have enough wood to do everything you need. I'm going to try the Geronimo style of playing. Let's get another wood chopper down. 2 of those are always good. We're going to need water, so let's put a water pump down. Be nice if we could fit 2 in there, so if we put 1 there, and then we'll adjust that road later on, we can fit the second one in when needed. And I'm going to want a farmhouse as well. Food is going to be quite problematic quite quickly, so let's get an efficient farmhouse, and we'll set that back here, have it connected. And this is going to be carrots. That's a good starting staple. And I'm going to want a warehouse to store our carrots. That can go here. What else do we need? Housing, of course, but that can come in a little bit. And water tanks as well. That'll do for now, though. How many builders we got? Let's put that up to 4 whilst we have unemployed people. Speed it up a bit. I'm going to put down a couple of barrels for water as well, just 2 at the moment. Don't want to use all that wood straight away. And finally, what we're going to need to stop the water going over here. So we're going to need some dams. No dams means no water stored. No water stored means dry beaver. And dry beaver's not a good thing to be having, especially early in the game. Good, we got the farm up and running. We have the water going. We have the berries being harvested. Doing okay. Oh shit. Shit. That's happened far too quickly for my liking. I don't know what's more important, the water barrels or this. Are we going to do it? Right, 24-hour days, please, beavers. We need you constantly working. Okay, let's just get one water barrel as a priority. Let's actually set you to water. That's just mean having a drought that early in the game. Oh right, this one was almost done as well. Let's make them both top priority then. We're going to need another water pump. I don't think we're getting enough at the moment. Right, let's not think about the bad things. Let's think about the good things. And that would be housing. Need to get rid of some bush here. You lazy bastards, get off your backsides. Yeah, there's no chance we're getting that built. Alright, we'll take them back down to 16-hour days. Nobody likes an unhappy beaver. And let's continue the road up here. And go over to about that. Oh, maybe this can be done. Top priority. Come on, another 16. 24-hour days. 10 more. 6 more. 2 more. Oh, you beauties. First challenge overcome. Alright, what's the next challenge going to be? The next challenge is going to be having some power and a lumber mill. Power first though. How long's a drought? 3 days. That's not too bad. There's a number of things we can research. I think the first and most important thing is stairs, and to actually get that we're going to need a researcher, aren't we? So if we go science and we put that dude there, I think we probably want 2 of these dudes. Knowledge is power, especially in this game. Are we going to run out of wood? I hope not. We have a lot of saplings and we have all these dead trees over here as well to cut down. Let's put the housing on low priority. So we need 50 logs for... Oh, we're doing okay there. We're close. 50 logs for that and 15 for that. There's 2 things we want to research. One is a planter and one is stairs. Good. We're making research. What do we need for stairs? 70. What do we need for the tree planter? I think they're both quite important, stairs and the tree planter or forester. 60. I think the stairs are probably most important. Then we can get down here, and then when we get down here we've got access to all these trees, and these are like 8 lumber each. It's, yeah, that's a lot of wood. Makes a difference. Good. Drought's ended. We survived. Our housing is starting to go up. We should get some power from this quite soon once the water starts going down. This can go now. We don't really need any berries. I'm just going to pause it. And that'll kind of be a bit of berry storage. Maybe we'll unpause it later if needed. But what I can do, these bushes are dead. Push a road all through there. And then we'll have our stairs just here. Not too far off on the science. And then we need... Ooh, our beavers are happy. That is unusual for me. And then we put a cutter there, or a lumberjack, and set all these to be chopped. We have some broken beaver teeth, so if we go to their well-being, and then I believe it's a teeth grindstone, that only uses a little bit of wood, so let's put one of those in somewhere. Maybe that'll do. Good, we can get the stairs. We have the planks to build it, we have the lumber to build it, so we get over to this and then we have this built and then we have access to more lumber, which means more building of things. Beautiful. And another set of stairs would be sensible just over here, and then we can get access to... There you go, the centre without very much distance travelled. Good. So we're cutting the trees over here now as well. We still got trees over here going on. I'm not used to this. We've got too much. We have an abundance. Right, forester, 60. We have a drought on the way. I think we have a maximum of 12 beavers that we can have at any given time. Let's get rid of these because we're going to be putting housing there soon. In fact, it's possibly worth putting housing down now. I don't like expanding too quickly. That's when you have problems. But kind of need to expand a bit. Otherwise we're not going to have enough beavers to run the machine. We have a warehouse for the carrots. Beautiful. And we can now build the forester. And I think probably here's a good place to put it. And let's select the trees we're going to plant. So I'm going to have oak 1/2. That would be this half. And then the other half, I'm going to go for pine, which grows in half the time, just in case it dies off on the way of being grown. And we're cutting all this down. Lovely. We could maybe even put down a storage yard somewhere for lumber. We got enough planks for this. We do. We're swimming along here. Now, there's a number of ways you can get fucked, and the other way you can get fucked, which hopefully is not going to happen, can have a bad tide come, and then all our crops will die. And then if we don't have enough food stored, we're going to die as well. So it's worth having a second warehouse here. And to do that, we're going to need a platform, which costs 100 sites. Okay, we've not got that. Can build the stairs at least. Yes, I think platforms, that's the next thing we want to do. Drought. Fucking 8 days drought. This isn't fun, is it? That's actually quite long. And we don't have a huge amount of water stored either. I think we are going to need a fair few more water barrels until we get the larger water barrels. I think this dude's probably done now, so let's get rid of him. We leave this little tree here. Maybe it will grow more off it eventually. Right, platform, 15 more sides, and then we can get the platform. Good. So, if I'm honest, which I usually am, this is my second attempt. First attempt was going quite well, and then what happened was I had a bad tide for 6 days, 3 days respite, and then I had a bad tide for 12 days. I just didn't have the water or food stored, so the beavers died. I did try the new district trick and send most out somewhere else to kind of die, but yeah, it wasn't enough. It was too little too late. Next thing I want to do is unlock some of these, the floodgates and the levees. It's almost worth building more researchers, but I don't have the spare beavers. Science is the thing that's going to hold us back here, because the idea is what I want to do is get up here and set up a gate system, so when this becomes bad tide I can just close it off and then filter the water around here off the map, which is easier said than done. Need a lot of wood and a lot of planks to do that. So not being able to do that straight away, barrels of water, that'll do. 60, 120, 240, no, 60, 120, 180, 240, 300, and I think beavers need 3 water a day. So say we have 15 beavers, that's 45, 300 water stored divided by 45, that's 7 days worth of water. Let's build more barrels, take it up to 8 days. If you're playing on easy level or medium, I don't think this is needed, but on hard level, really is. And I'm going to pause one of these pumps so we don't run out of water at the bottom. Alright, this dude came and cut the tree up here, it was in his radius. Oh well, there goes that idea. So in theory, we can store 400 carrots. I don't think it's enough though. I may get some more carrot storage going on somewhere. Just temporarily. I'm going to put it over here. So the other thing with the bad water, when it came, I had focused on oak trees in my first attempt. And it just decimated everything. And oak trees have quite a long growing time, so these only take in 12 days. They get grown in time, hopefully, between bad water. Oh shit, we've run out of water. How long have we got? 1.8 days. These live 2 days. Should just about do it. That's good. And these live quite a while. Yeah, 12.7 days. Perfect. So next thing I'm going to do is do some landscaping. So this is 120. So we can go across here. I'm going to leave space for a gate there. Because if there's bad water in the middle, we want to be able to let it out quickly. So we need a double floodgates, that's 250 science. It's probably worth putting an extra guy in farming now we're increasing the storage. And then we can get our warehouses filled. We're going to do this. I don't want to be trying it a third time. So there's lots of new things to be built, the main thing being platforms, and I think you can build them on, not platforms, overhangs. I think you can build them on top of platforms, so you can have them quite high in the sky and you can create whole new structures here, there and everywhere. I'm not sure how the balancing works, how many platforms they need to be on and yada yada yada, but that's something I will get to. First things first though, survival. I may even build another bank of these. In fact, yeah, I think I'm going to build more small tanks. It's going to be a while until we get to the larger tanks. Drought ended. Beautiful. Please don't die. Died. Dying. Dies. Some are going to survive. A lot are going to die. Not too many, actually. We managed to save a fair few. This is good. And our trees are going to be growing again. Shit. 3 days till the next drought. I'm going to get another pump going. No chance any of this is going to be built in time. Yeah, we've always maxed out on carrots here, so it's probably worth getting this built a bit quicker as well. Here comes the second drought. How many days is it going to be? So I think there's 15 days in a cycle, so this is probably going to be 8 or 9 days, maybe longer. 9 days. Oh, fuck me, that's long. That's too long. Straight away we need to pause 2 of these pumps, otherwise we'll drain all this water and all our crops will die. Trees are going to be okay. I think some of these will be grown in between, but even if they're not, they usually survive like 10 days without water. It's just the crops, that is the problem. But we have loads to harvest and we're growing more. We'll maybe get 1 more harvest out of these before the end. I may even build another food warehouse as well. I'd rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it. And then I'm going to build another science inventor as well. And we can unlock this level 2 gate. Where are you? Here you are, double floodgate. Yep, that's the one we want. No, 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 not like that. Like this. And we set that at 1.75. I think that's the level of lees as well. In fact, I'm going to change that. Get these back. And I'm going to make that a levee so the water doesn't overflow this way. That's another problem I had when fiddling with this gate. The bad water would come and it would flow over here and you could poison beavers quite easily that way. And there's nothing worse than a poisoned beaver. So you can be a solid levee. Perfect. Let's get some more water barrels down though. Doing okay now. Doesn't mean we'll be doing okay later. So we can store up to 800 carrots now. 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, 800. Perfect. 45 water a day. 10 days is 450. That's 300. Yeah, all in all, I think we can store over 540 water once all those barrels are done. Plus, we're able to store 15 in each of these as well. In theory, we should be doing okay until we get our lumber sorted out and our platforms researched so we can go up and start managing how the bad water's dealt with when it comes out. So we're going to need all the platforms, which is another 350 there. And then we're going to need these floodgates as well. That's another 500. Just a level 3 is good enough, I suppose. So 850 science plus all the materials to build all the way up this mountain. Which works out well, because we're going to be going over here to get the metal. And then once we got the metal, we can place the dynamite, dig a ditch, pump in water, and then we'll keep it green all year round. So we're getting there. We're doing okay. If we can slowly get our food stock up as well. I think a beaver takes 6 a day. So if we have 800 food stored, 15 beavers, so 15 by 6 is 90. So that's 8 days, 8.88 days. That's not enough because the bad water comes and it decimates the crops straight away. We need more food storage. So say we get it up to 1,200 divided by 90. That's 13 days. I think that would probably work. Shit, is the water out already? How many have we got? 2.5 days. And this last 1.7. Okay, so everything that's not harvested here is going to die. Whereas here we're fine on the trees. That's like 10 to 14 days. Okay, we can do this. Now, the other thing to consider is we're going to have to be pumping water exceptionally fast. If we stick another pump down there, and then when the water's flowing, we can just get out as much water as possible. I could move to larger water tanks, storage, but that's going to mean gears, and that takes quite a while to get to. Fuck it, I may as well have that going on as well. So to do that, we're going to need a gear workshop. And the good thing is, we're here for the power. Probably worth getting another power wheel. Hopefully this can be reached. It can. And then we're going to need storage. So, a warehouse for gears. And we're going to need this for the planks. Good. Of course, this is all dependent on wood, which we have very little of at the moment. We're all chopped down over here as well. We have a few more that are going to start growing up, maybe, potentially, when the water starts flowing. Now, is it worth building another farmer's? Right, let's get these pumps going. Get these barrels filled back up before we have another drought. Yes, these are going to start growing again, because the clean water, it's coming here, it's hitting the side, and it's irrigating over here. We want this built. Brilliant. So now the water's going to go higher here, which means we have more water stored, which means the farms will last for longer. And if it's bad tide that comes, we can just put the gate down. So now the water's raised a little, we can even expand our farming a bit. Shit. What's coming? Yeah, let's get another farmhouse going. How long's coming on our drought? Let's pause this other water extractor. 9 days. We can do that. I think I have to go for the medium tank. It's only 120. So, yeah, let's get a couple of those built. By a couple, I mean 3. These are in no way going to be built anytime soon. So that's kind of a background project. And then we're going to need to start doing these platforms. Triple platform is going to be most important. Double platform as well. So the road's going to be going down here. So let's pull down the plants. And let's actually give ourselves a couple more builders. We have lazy beavers laying around doing nothing. Nothing worse than a lazy beaver. And let's prioritize these as high so we can start laying out our plans to get up there. And a 2, and then 1, 2, and a 1, then just 2, and then 1 and a 2, 1 and a 1. This is a massive building project. And then 1, and then 2, back a bit of road. And then 1, and let's see if the stairs fit. They do, brilliant. And that gets us up here. Probably going to need to go all the way over here. That's a lot of lumber needed there though, so we're nowhere near getting there yet. I'm going to build one more beaver house, which throws my entire mathematical equations out of the door, but we'll pretend that they're roughly the same. And let's get you connected up. Good. And we'll make you a highish priority, but you can be the highest. And then we get a little food stored for them. 3 more beavers. Not going to make a huge difference. Well, it will. 17, that's 20 beavers. That's 25% difference roughly on what I calculated. Let's really screw up my maths and go crazy and build a second house as well. Okay, so we've built this, but we can't put anyone in here at the moment. We don't have the beavers. We have a shortage of beaver. One thing in the upgrade or update was vertical power shafts, which is quite good. So we can just stick them going up like that. So instead of having to do massive kind of diagonal to get the height needed, you can just go straight up. That will make such a difference, especially when it comes to building batteries up here maybe. Good. We didn't run out of water. Right, let's get these pumps going as well. Should possibly mitigate my extra population and build more barrels. What's our maximum storage? 540. So we have, or will have, 3, 6, 9, 12, roughly 24 people. By 3, that's 72 a day. So we'd need 720 for 10 days. So we either get these barrels built, which is a long way off with the planks and gears that are used, or we build more small barrels. I think it's going to have to be more small barrels, isn't it? So we need 720 and we're 540. 2 here, 2 here. So that's another, that's 660, 650, 680, 710. There you go. That'll be the 720. I'm going to set these to water. Now these are going to be built. I know there's loads of other stuff set to be built, but these will be built because they don't require planks. Most of the other stuff is waiting on planks or cogs, whereas this is just basic lumber. Oh wow, we got loads of trees over here as well now. Perfect. Not got the food harvest going though. Oh good, we got the gear workshop. Here it comes. Now this is going to be the real test, the bad tide. Can we make it through? All our crops are going to be instantly dead. We're going to run out of water as well. These barrels are getting built. Good. Let's actually make these top priority for building. We can get that all filled up before. It could be a 12-day bad water straight off the bat. We also need the food. Let's take you down one. And this is top priority. So that'll get built. That'll get built in time. We've not actually filled up the water yet anyway. And of course I can always send some beavers off to die. Right, we have loads of lumber. So if we pause one of these, that's going to help a bit. And maybe pause and unpause a inventor. Well, we don't need these inventors anymore, or one of these. Well, it's kind of good to have it going on in the background, but yeah, we don't need as many people working there. But let's just pause this. Good. We have everyone working now. We have all the harvesting done. Let's just change these all to harvest as priority as opposed to planting. There's no point in planting. They'll all be killed. Right, fuck. 24-hour day, guys. We need to get these crops out of the ground. Will we do it? That is the question. Here, fucking 10 days. We can do this. There you go. Crops are all dying. Die within 2 days. So we just need to harvest as much as possible, as quickly as possible. Right, we can pause some of these pumps now. They're not going to be any good. 10 days, roughly 20 people. So 60 a day for 3 water, 600 water, and 6 food. 20 people is more than we have. 1,200 food. Now these... Thankfully, let's change it down to 16 hours. Thankfully, we'll be able to harvest these as well. So we need 1,200 food. Worst comes to worst, we're probably going to have a couple of days where people don't eat. And I think the beavers can survive that, but it's not just about that, is it? No, of course it's not. It's about the days after while the crops are growing. Right, this we can slowly bring down. I do it slowly so it doesn't go over here and flood. And then that will empty the bad water out faster once it comes to... Right, we're 24-hour days again. We need the crops. Shit, I think I'm going to face starvation on the other end here. 0.6 days left to go. Well, that's 1 day over, or 2 days over. The crops are dying. Yep, that's it. We have what we have now. What we could do is put a gatherer's flag here, and then we've got these berries as well. Oh, we got a water tank built. Beautiful. One thing that is worth it, I should have possibly done this earlier, is building another one of these lumber mill. And then we can have the power go here, and then we can open that up there. We can also build water mills here if needed, increase the power. What are we producing? 262, and we're using 170. With this it will be 220 because this takes 50. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I think it's a temporary thing. I'm going to stick a berry warehouse here, make this top priority, and then we get all these berries as well. Just keep us going that little bit longer. So yeah, as I mentioned before, there's a little slither here where the trees don't die out once they're planted. Everywhere else they've died out due to contamination. Here they're dry out, but we'll have water back in time. Good, we're going to get all these berries. And we can unpause this dude, and he can chop these trees down. Not that we need the lumber, we're doing okay for lumber. In fact, we're full up. Yeah, like this, we're fine. Maybe I was off on my food. Maybe it's 3 carrots a day. Right, we don't need these anymore. Not going to need these either. And these can go once they're empty as well. In fact, let's empty. How's the second one look? Oh, we're not too far off the second one as well, you know. That's good. That should be built by the end of this drought, or close to being built. So maybe I did overdo it on the water barrels a little, but it's worth doing. Yes, this project doesn't seem to have got that far. I think all the planks are going to the gear place. So yeah, these extra planks are going to help out no end. But we have to start tree planting from scratch now. So it means it's going to be a while till we get more lumber, even though we do have a load stored. 2 days left, 734 food. Yeah, we're fine for food. It's been a big sissy. Water's going down. We'll be fine for water though as well. I think maybe 3 more of these and yeah, we don't even have to think about it anymore. Problem comes when you just have 1 day of water coming out and then a drought straight after. Well, you have at least 3 days. So the extra pumps, they're worth it. In fact, could I put one down here as well? There you go, 2 there. They'll be paused most of the time, but just when we need to pump quickly, they're there and they're available. Good, our second barrel's there as well. Three, 6, 9, 12. That's more than enough for now. Once they're built, that is. Good, here comes the clean water. Let's get another pump or 2 going. And let's get this going back up to 1.75. We made it. We did it. We have loads of food left over as well. It's not punishing us. We haven't got an instant bad tide straight again. A drought would be perfect. I'd welcome a drought. Oh, beautiful. That means our plants will still grow and we can get the farming going and we can get some of these trees grown as well. Have we even... Ah, right, okay. Of course, we're starting from what we set to be built first. So it's the platforms at the back that are getting built first. And then they move their way forward to the stairs. Yeah, okay, brilliant. So that is getting done. That's good. I could think about landscaping here now as well. So we're going to need the triple floodgate, which we can afford. Looks like we only needed the double floodgate. We can afford that as well. No, actually, we'd need the triple because we're going to want it to go over the land. So we'd need triple, triple, triple. And to actually build that, we're going to need platforms over there. Don't want to be going in the water, especially if it becomes bad tide. So let's do that as well. And then we are going to want to cut down all these trees, which is easier said than done. Let's build a tree cutter. Put that there, and then set all these to be cut down. And then we'll have a wall of 1 going all the way around here. And we kind of want it 2 or 3 wide, so we'll try and keep that as wide as possible. 11 days. We're okay, we can do this. Right, let's stop the pumping, otherwise we're going to suck out all the water and just leave 1 pump going there. 11 days we can survive. We'll have the food, we'll have the water. Yeah, we'll do it. Right, I want to keep playing. But I do need to edit this down and, yes, get it uploaded. If I keep on playing and playing and playing, you're going to have like a 10-hour episode come out. I'm happy. I'm happy with what we've achieved. We can start soaring as soon as we sort all this stuff out up here and get a chance to offload the bad water where needed. Then, yeah, we're golden. It's going to be a while, though. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. It's appreciated. Please like and subscribe and drop me a comment if you think I'm doing well, or drop me a comment if you think I'm doing badly. Give me tips, tricks, advice. Thank you very much for watching. Bye-bye.